Hello, ladies. Yay, masterclass time. I feel like it's totally been forever since we've had a masterclass, so I'm super excited for this one. Allie is taking over the masterclass world. This time around, we're totally getting pro status badges. Like, that's got to be a thing. So, just a little introduction to Allie. Like, I'm not even going to read a bio because, like, Allie, the transformation that you've done in the past, like, even year that I've known you, and, completing your certification and just doing all the things in the master classes that you have tackled before this, everything just kind of speaks for itself, and you'll see in this masterclass that Allie really is a pro, and she's gonna rock this. I'm so excited. I love you. I'm pumped for this class. Take it away.
Thank you, Melanie. There was like so many different like ways that I could have done this class, but I'm hoping that I tried to keep it as simple as possible and just to focus on, sexual energy. So obviously the name of the course is the name of the masterclass is Heal Your Sexual Energy. So let me just really quick share my screen. And I will start. And if I can, I know I have so many tabs open, don't look at that. Okay, so this class is going to be about healing our sexual energy. So I know there's a few here that I don't that I'm meeting for the first time. Daisy, hi.
Hi.
And Cassandra, hi. I think
Hello.
I texted you right on Signal. Was that you?
I think so. There's so many
Okay.
messages I can't keep track all the time.
All right. So I'm happy to have everyone here tonight. Thank you all for coming. So who am I? I know some of you don't know me, some of you do. So I'm Allie Love, and I am a priestess of love. I took the was part of the Red Tank Goddess Academy. I took the priestess and the enchantress course. And my goddess name is Goddess of Love, Unity, Justice, and Sexual Healing. I am the creator and owner of Transform Through Love, and I am now a certified cosmic sexuality instructor. I finished my certification in January. I'm also a Holy Fire Reiki Master Energy Healer. And like I said, I'm also an enchantress for the Red Tank Goddess Academy. And I am also working on another certification, which hopefully will start in September, from Goddess Life Workout Instructor in Training, which is a belly dance instructor. So I'm doing a lot of things like Melanie did say. And I feel that, I always, we always feel like, what can we bring to the world? What can we teach others? And the way we have to look at it is that we're learning these things to share, to share to others what we have learned. I know some of us in the Red Tent Sisterhood are Tantra facilitators. So cosmic sexuality is something that I just happened to stumble upon. I also want to become a Tantra facilitator. I've always been drawn to I guess sexual energy, whatever you want to call it. But being raised the way I was raised, some of you might know I was raised a Jehovah's Witness, and it was a very, yeah, Cassandra, that was you. So it was a very, very strict religion. And so for me, my sexual trauma was very tied into my religious trauma. So to heal that part of myself, that's something that I was looking for. And I finally found it, something that I wanted, like I said, I wanted to be a tantra facilitator, but I felt like I didn't think I was there yet. So when I stumbled upon this certification course, I was drawn to it, and I just happened to have the money to do it. So I did it. Not a coincidence, because now my goal is to help pass this on to others. Because why is sexual healing so important? As I was saying, a lot of us have this sexual trauma that we don't realize that we have. And sexual energy is our creative life force. It's who we are. It's how we become. And they're not in order, but let me, so sexual energy, what is it? It's not just about the act of sex. It's actually the life force energy that runs through us. This energy is what connects us from our soul point to the cosmos, the universe. And it holds our energetic imprint of our consciousness and our soul map. So getting in touch with this sexual energy that we have inside of us is getting in touch with our most authentic self. Being raised as I was, a very, a lot of you are aware of Christian beliefs. There's a scripture that says we need to deaden those desires. But if we were to deaden those desires, it's as if we were to deaden ourselves, I guess you could say, because sex is everywhere. Sex is in everything. It's in nature. There are, I wanted to show a picture of plants that actually look like a yoni and a man's parts, and animals have sex, and even Mother Nature and Father Sky have sex. And it's funny how, and I wanted to do a video, but I couldn't. And think about it. When a male and a female have intimacy, the man gives his seed to the woman. So think about it. What does Father Sky bring down to Mother Earth? His seed is the water that comes and nurtures the plants and gives life to Mother Earth. So you can say that sex is everywhere. It's in everything. So, and what brings upon, or what activates this sexual energy within us? It actually is an arousal. So there are things, an arousal can come from anywhere. It could come from, it's actually the hormone dopamine is responsible for our sexual arousal. So in an arousal, I can't read it. So in an aroused state, our senses are heightened and we activate the creative power within us. So an arousal can come from anywhere. I mean, a vegetable can imitate, something, or maybe we might get aroused by a smell or a song or music, and this is something that we shouldn't be ashamed of. And, growing up, this was something that I was ashamed of, and I didn't allow myself. I always felt like I wasn't worthy of God's love because I couldn't control these so-called arousal desires. When in reality, it's who we are. It's our creative life force. And when we feel aroused, we're actually activating those sexual energies. That is who we are. I mean, if you think about it, passion can be passion between two people, but it can also be passion for life, a passion for music, a passion for reading or poetry. It's not just about sex. It's just, there's so much more involved in these energies. So because of social conditioning, you could say, we grow up having these traumatic experiences, and in order for us to reconnect with ourselves, we need to heal these energies within us. So, so that is the main core principle of sexual healing. It's reconnecting ourselves to our own creative energy. So how we can start in doing that, the first step is by opening our heart. So the heart is a bridge between the earth, which is our physical body, and the sky of the spirit. In order for our energy to flow from sex to spirit, we need the bridge of the heart to be open and ready. So sex and spirit meet through the heart, and love is the catalyst of that connection. So I have a little meditation that I want to do with you girls to help open our heart space. So this is something that is super powerful, because in order for any type of healing to happen, we need to open our heart space. Because remember, when we say me, where do we point to? We point to our heart, because heart is us. Heart is you. That is your soul. That is the connection between like the spirit and the earth. So is everyone okay with opening the heart chakra right now? Okay, so I'm just going to stop sharing for a second because I need to put on some music. So when I did this, it was super powerful. And I just want to put on some music. Nope, that's not what I wanted. All right. Can you hear that?
Yeah.
Yes? Okay, perfect. I'm just gonna lower it a little bit because I don't want you to be able to hear what I'm saying. All right, girls. Let's open our hearts a little. Here, I need the instructions. All right, so what I want you to do is I want you to place, let me see, there we go. I want you to place your left hand over your heart, right hand over your left. And I want you to take a deep breath into your heart area and let out a breath with a big sigh. Do this a few times, releasing any tension you might have in your heart. Take a deep breath. One more. You can close your eyes if you feel more connected in that way. But before you do that, I want you to look down into your heart space, your heart chakra, in the center of your chest. Your heart is you, the center of your being. Now, as you look down at your heart, I want you to begin to breathe in and out from this space. I want you to feel and see your chest rise and then fall from underneath your hands. Just one more. Breathe. I want you to notice the sensations awakening in your heart space. I don't want you to think or judge whatever comes up. You can close your eyes now, and I just want you to witness and listen to your heart right now. Take deep breaths, keep breathing, and just witness and listen to what your heart is telling you right now. your heart be felt. Let it be heard. If you get emotional, that's okay. I want you to keep breathing. I want you to gently smile at your heart. No judgment. Right now, give your heart the time and the space to feel whatever it is it's feeling. And allow that heart to open. Good. You should all be feeling a little sensation in your heart area. Now, put your hands together in prayer position. And I want you to bow down to your heart and say thank you. Thank you. Beautiful. Who feels their heart a little more open now? Oh, every time I do that, I just feel so amazing. So, in order for any type of healing or connection to happen, our heart has to be open. Our heart, remember, is who we are. It's the center of our being. And sometimes we forget to connect with that part of ourselves. So that is a practice that I also have learned to do. And it's such a beautiful practice because it really it really opens up your heart and helps you connect to yourself. And when we connect to ourselves, sorry, too many things to go through. When we connect to ourselves, that's when healing happens. That's the magic. So here is another practice that I have learned. This is also, it's like belly breathing, but this is the core principle of the cosmic sexuality practice in healing our sexual energy. Because this breathing is what opens you up to your cosmic nature within and around you. So with this breath work, it's not just about breathing. It's about connecting to yourself. This is why opening the heart space was an important part of it, because it allows us to also connect to ourselves. And it's a progressive breath. The deeper you breathe, the more your energy expands. So basically, with the cosmic, with the cosmic breath, how you do it is it's just breathing from your breathing in. You could count to like 4 counts. You're breathing in, you're expanding your belly, and you're breathing out. Now, but you're not stopping. You're doing it continuously. So if I have time at the end, I would like to take you girls through the process, but I just want to make sure I get through the slides before we do that. But it's pretty much just breathing in and out. And the more deeper your breath, the more you can, the more you're able to connect with yourself. I'm sure, as many of you know, slows down our system. And in slowing down, we're able to become one with our body. When we have control over our energetic body, we have control over the deeper energetic sensations we feel, especially during the act of sex. When it's like, as an example, it's like when you're feeling stressed and overwhelmed, that's why breathing works. When you take those deep inhales, it's like you're reconnecting to your energetic body and being able to refocus and have more control over your emotions is really what it is energy and motion. So that's why deep breathing allows for relaxation. So, but it also enhances the sexual experience. How does it do that? Because the flow of energy is enhanced throughout our body, and we're more in a relaxed state. So intimacy starts within us by connecting to our inner energetic body. Now, when we have an orgasm, for example, it's because there is accumulation of that sexual energy, especially in our root chakra. That's where the energy accumulates. So when a man ejaculates, it's because there is, that overwhelming sensation in that root chakra. So we're saying, why am I saying root chakra? Because our root and our sacral are very connected. So our root chakra has our genitals and our sacral chakra has that the genitals, the inner insides. So when in the act of sex, root chakra is very important, and which is also another modality that we do is a root healing practice, which I'll explain a little bit more. But what if there was a way to have a full body orgasm? But before we do that, I just want to, before I teach you how to channel the energies throughout our body to be able to have the full body orgasms that we all probably desire, it's just amazing. Before we do that, we have to understand sexual energy is super powerful. It's a super powerful creative energy that we have. If we have unhealed shadow work that we need to do, for example, in my case, it was sexual trauma that I've had. If we have unhealed shadow work that we need to do, it doesn't have to be completely healed, but we want to at least try to have some of it healed. Because what we can end up doing is we can bring up that guilt and fear and shame and distorted emotions, that we don't want. So that's why I'm saying this before I show you the technique that I've learned. You don't have to be healed enough, but you want to be healed enough to be able to make sure that these energies that you're bringing up are powerful to enhance your manifestation in a positive way. That's the best way to explain it. So how it works, channeling the sexual energy throughout your body. So in the practice, we do the cosmic breathing. And then once we've connected within our body, the energies, we're connected to the energies in our body. What we do is we channel the energy from our root chakra. So we start from the root and we go up the spine to our crown chakra. And then from the crown chakra, we bring that energy back to our root chakra. So by doing this practice alone, you are channeling the sexual energy throughout your body. And if you are in a meditative state, you can actually have an orgasm just by this practice without any physical touch. That's how super powerful this practice can be. But remember, in order for the energies to properly channel throughout our body, we also have had to heal and clear out a lot of any kind of energetic blocks. The more we have healed those blocks, the more powerful that orgasmic alignment can be. So with with our partner, in men, for example, by doing this breath work practice alone, it actually helps them to not ejaculate fast, too fast. So because they're channeling the energies throughout their body, that's where ejaculation happens, is that the accumulation of the sexual energy in that root area. So by them being able to channel those energies, they're actually able, through practice, of course, because it's not going to happen overnight, they're actually able to last longer. So cosmic charging. So the reason why the cosmic breath work is so important, it's the foundation of cosmic sexuality practices, is because during the act of intimacy with someone, you're channeling, you're doing the breath work. This is also known as the battery effect in Tantra. I recently found it. I just happened to stumble upon it. So when two people have intimacy with love, what ends up happening is that the heart chakra is opening, and the energy between the both of them have a give and receive energy. So this transfer of energy, it can transmute trauma, it can unlock information within your DNA, it can align you with your higher self, all at the same time while bringing pleasure to you and your partner. Now, you can do this alone if you don't have a partner, which is what I do, or you can do it with your partner. And when it's not the act of sex that is, you could say sex is neutral. Okay. This is something that I've also learned. It's not the act of sex that is bad or sinful. It's the intention behind why you are practicing intimacy with someone. You want to make sure that when you do decide to practice any type of intimacy with someone, that it's coming from a place of love, of trust, because that is where the true power lies in this cosmic orgasmic experience that we can experience. But in order for us to have that, that's where sexual healing comes in. Love is a powerful transmuter of this energy. So this is also a practice that is part of the cosmic sexuality that I also teach. So if you don't have a partner, it's okay. So in order for you to connect with another soul, you have to have that connection within you. And this is why I created what's called my sexual healing package. So the sexual healing package, it's Reiki is included with each session. So what I was explaining, the root healing. So the root healing is balancing the masculine and feminine energy within us. It's a powerful practice. When I did this, my orgasms intensified. They became much stronger. So cord removals, it's not a cord cutting, it's a cord removal of past, any toxic connections that you have had in the past. Okay. So the reason why this is so important is because anytime you have intimacy with someone, you create a connection. Now, that connection can stay with you. It's like, I like to say, think of Play-Doh. This is a perfect example. Think of if you have a red and blue Play-Doh and you mix the two together, what happens? It turns into a new color. So that's what happens when we have intimacy with another person. We become a new energy. We take a part of them within us, and they keep a part of us within them. So the way that we can kind of come back to ourselves is through cord removals, to remove that energy, to kind of clear out the space, especially to bring in something more positive into our life. So that's the purpose of the cord removals. The healing the shadow desires is what I was mentioning before. It's a super powerful practice to help heal any sexual trauma that we have, because we need to heal that part of ourselves in order to be able to channel the sexual energy within us, so it could be very powerful in our own life and our manifestations, because sexual energy not only creates life, babies, it also creates our life on top as well. So the root healing happens when we heal from the root and up. We start from the root, that is the first chakra, and we find the balance there. So it's a balance of the masculine and feminine energies. So when we heal this part of ourselves, the energy can flow freely up through the body, being able to create much stronger orgasms as well. So has anyone here ever heard of sex magic? I'm trying to see if I can. Okay, Cassandra, Andrea, Regina, have you heard of it? You have? Okay. Daisy, have you heard of sex magic? No?
Nope.
Okay. This is a very powerful technique that you can use. Oh, hi, Lisette. How are you? So, have you heard of sex magic, Lisette?
Yes, many times.
Okay. All right. So we have a few that have, so that's good. Melanie, have you heard of it?
Yeah, I typed it in the chat. I've heard of it, but I've never done it.
Oh, okay. Okay, so I'm just looking at the comments. I'm sorry. Sorry. I'll have to read the comments in a second. So sex magic is a very powerful practice when you're wanting to manifest something into your life. Now, the thing about manifestations that, we want to, I had the notes and I'm trying to find it. Okay. I don't think this is it, but I can't remember. We always want to be careful when we want to manifest something, because it's not just about the manifestation, it's also about what will happen after the manifestation. Okay. So like if you want to attract a partner, okay, what if this partner comes into your life? Are you ready to make the changes, like move in together? That's a big change. So any kind of manifestation that you want to create, you want to also, be aware of the full picture. So, okay, so many of you know what sex magic is. So it's basically, you're going to make your request. Okay. You have to believe that you deserve what you're asking for. Affirmations are a good way to help build this foundation, to help reprogram the mind as well. Once your thoughts are in alignment, you focus on the thing in which you desire to manifest and be aware of what you're saying to yourself. You want to make sure that you make your request in a space of abundance and not lack. So, and you want to be specific as well. Step 2 is, how much time do I have? Oh, wow. I'm going through this really fast, but okay. It's only 7:38. So step 2, okay, maybe we'll have space for some questions. You want to bring your thoughts into alignment with your request. So when you're requesting something, you want to make sure that your thoughts afterwards are in alignment with your request. So if you're wanting to bring in that soulmate and that's what you're manifesting, but afterwards you're thinking that you don't deserve, you're not worthy of love, then you're not in alignment with that request. So any thoughts that put you in a state of fear are taking you out of that alignment and knowing that you will achieve it. Step 3 is mastering sex transmutation. So here's where your sexual energy can come really powerfully into play. It's about taking that sexual energy within you and raise it through your chakra points from your root to your crown and doing it consciously. So this is how the practice that I mentioned earlier, where you will start your cosmic breathing, and we'll have time to do it, and I'll be able to take you through it, which would be super powerful. So, and then you want to cycle that energy up through your spine, like as you're breathing in, you're imagining the energy going from your root to your crown, and then from your crown to your root, you're imagining the energy flowing in front of you. So once you've mastered that, you will feel probably some pressure in the third eye, and that's okay. That's good, because that means that your third eye and your heart is working together in the manifestation process. So then receptive mode is the climax, the orgasmic bliss. Now you can reach the climax anyway. You can reach orgasmic bliss through meditation, which it has happened. You can reach it through self-pleasuring, or you can reach it with your partner. You can do sex magic with your partner as well. And just surrender to the bliss. Why orgasms are so powerful is because you are in bliss mode. Your ego, that's when your ego, you surrender. You're in the most surrendering that you're ever going to be. It's like you go through an ego death, and you're most connected in that moment to source, to power. So allow your body to surrender to the bliss. So review, like going through the steps, when you feel the first sensation of arousal, you want to make your request known. You begin to visualize receiving it in your life, and you focus on the positive thoughts and what it feels like when you do have it, and trust the universe. So that is, let me stop share. That is sex magic. And so we have time to any questions right now. And then what I would love to do is to take you girls through the cosmic breathing practice. And if you're up for it, to channel those energies in your body. So does anyone have any questions first? I know some came late. That's okay. Hey, Trish. Let me just look at the comments. Eggplants. Yeah, Melanie. So, okay. Okay. So any questions? I mean, I know I guess my nerves, I just went through it really fast. Okay, so I guess then let's try the cosmic breathing, because that is like the foundation of everything, because with that breath work alone, it's super powerful. And whether you do it alone or with your partner, to have that foundation is very important. Regina, you have a question?
So It's funny that Melanie said Regina had a question.
Oh.
I do. And I also, it's more of a statement. So I wanted to say something to you, Allie, which is like, things are so funny how they happen. And I just wanted you to know how much this class, how timely it is. And like, it's funny because like you're saying like your nerves, and I'm over here like cracking up at like the timeliness and like just how powerful this is, and that it's coming from you was like confirmation.
Oh, okay.
Like I'll tell you more about it later because it's not important for the class, but
Sure.
like I
No,
just
it's
wanted to
okay.
like affirm like how important this is and how beautiful it is that it's coming from you and from your
Oh.
mouth and from your essence, and just
Thank
like
you.
how pure it is. And everything you're saying is beautiful. And I'm just like in awe because I'm like, wow, like just, it's so cool how we support and serve one another. And we don't know because of our own stuff, you know? So like,
Mhm.
it just, I love you. And I'm so grateful that you're teaching this class tonight.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. It's something that's very, how do I say, near and dear to my own heart. You know, it's something that I'm very passionate about because, you know, I've suffered through trauma. You know, I've been molested and I lost my virginity to date rape. So, and then on top of that, you know, I had to deal with the religious aspect of all of that. So it was, so having this program, there's so much more in this program that I could teach, but I didn't want to overwhelm. And I was like, I could have gone so many different ways with this, but I chose to just keep it simple and keep it to the core practice of the cosmic breathing and channeling the energies within us. You know, sex is sacred, you know, and you know, it's not sinful. It's not, you know, you could be married and still not, if you're not practicing this in a state of love, it's not, you're not getting the true pure essence of how powerful sexual intimacy can be with another person, or that sexual energy can be within yourself. So it's just something that it's become like something very, very I'm very passionate about it, you could say. So, anybody else have any questions? Cassandra, like I know you're a Tantra practitioner, right?
I'll go. I want to second what Regina said and the timeliness of this, because yesterday, because I'm doing the womb healing class, but just yesterday and tapped into. So thank you for that, being single and having, again, sexual trauma. So this, again, back to what Regina just said, it just, the energy I transmuted and the dark shit I transmuted yesterday by the orgasms that I did and the breathing that did everything, I mean, not everything, just a good huge nugget that I did yesterday, that I'm just starting to like scratch the surface of coming back into my own sexuality. So thank you for this, because this is just, again, the platform to have all of us ladies have these conversations. And you don't have a partner. I don't have a partner. And I think it's special to start with myself. And I love that you say that, because it does start with ourselves. It starts with loving ourselves, knowing what we like. And it's okay to just, I mean, I had an orgasm on the lawn and I did it yesterday, and I just let it go. And I didn't care if my neighbors in the broad daylight were fucking looking, because I just let it, I didn't like go not loud, but I mean, just the energy. I was just in the process of the womb and adding that. And it was just the breathing and wow, it's powerful. So, oh my God, Allie. And again, what Regina said coming from you, I have chills, and I love you and I honor you. And I thank you for this platform and speaking your truth and your authenticity, because we all got it. You know, we all got shit in around our sexuality because of the world we're in, the 3D, all the other bullshit, whatever you want to say, and the shame around it. And so, oh my God, and that's what I was trying to, everything you're saying about transmuting that sexual energy of ex-partners and the dark and the shame and the judgment and the guilt and all of that, it went away of a dark cloud. It was just so powerful. So thank you for this. I love you.
Oh, you're welcome. I love you too.
I wanted to share. Yeah, I didn't have any questions, but yeah, right back piggybacking off of what Trish said. you know, when you were talking about how you have to be careful that you actually have done a little bit of shadow work with you, your emotions and your triggers and things from your past, because I know that for myself, I suffered, you know, sexual abuse, molestation, a lot of stuff along the way. And I couldn't open up because of that. I had to heal those parts of me in order for my body to allow that opening to happen, to allow that energy to move, because I had so many things blocking the way. And I don't know if any of you recall, I posted it quickly in the red tent, I don't know, maybe a couple weeks ago, that I was having tantric sex with my fiance, and all of a sudden I felt like I was blue. Like and I looked into it because I wasn't sure in the moment. And it was kind of like Kali. I felt like that's what I looked like. Even though I know I didn't look like that, I felt like I looked like that. And we were in the exact position with that charging, that sexual charge that you're getting, and
Yes.
being in that position, and him doing the breath and me doing the breath, and we do from like the cosmos all the way down into the core of the earth and back and forth and all this stuff going through. And that's exactly how we can also heal that sexual trauma, because I've had times where I've done that, and all of a sudden I start breaking down and crying, and knowing what it is, I was okay with it and he was okay with it, like, oh great, it's a breakthrough. But if you don't know, you're gonna freak out. So you definitely want to make sure you've kind of done a little bit of that work. But I also want to applaud you, because this is a really this is a lot of heavy stuff and big stuff to do on a Zoom, and you're delivering this information. So really, you know, hands down for that.
Oh, thank you. I was, like I said, I wasn't sure what to talk about or how to present it. So I tried to make it as simple as possible, but there is so much more information, you know, there's like a whole nother part of it about when you're in partnership, but I'm not there yet, because I haven't experienced myself being in partnership, but like you said, we don't realize how we can heal through these channeling the sexual energies. It's like, and it's more powerful when we do it with a partner, yes, because it's two energies in one. It's more energy involved, but you can also, I mean, I've been able to, like, after orgasm, I start crying, you know, I'm like, you know, and I release these emotions. And when I did the shadow desire practice, it was like, it helped me heal a part of myself that I was so ashamed of growing up, you know, especially in the religion, you know, Cassandra. So so it's so powerful and it's so necessary at the same time. And it's not something that we do enough of. You know, and so I'm so glad that you you ladies are doing your own work on the side with the womb healing. And I know Cassandra, you're a tantric practitioner, so I know we have to talk about that, because I think that's my next step. That's the next thing I want to get into. So let me see. So I figured we have time if you girls want to go through the cosmic breathing practice. And like, I know that a lot of you are already on a healing journey. So like, I wouldn't mind, like Cassandra was saying, the channeling of the energies and just being present with your energy in that moment, and just allowing. This is why we did the opening of the heart practice, just allowing whatever comes to just come, and whatever emotions, because we need to release that. We need to just, there's so much trauma like in our energy centers that we just need to release. So and I think, I mean, that was pretty much it. I went a lot faster. I thought I wasn't gonna have enough time, but it went really fast. I'm trying to think what else I could talk about. Um, like, is there anything that's like
Ali,
you girls?
I have a
Yeah.
question.
Okay.
So, do you have a specific practice for low libido? When you have
For-
a person that has low libido, is there a way to improve the libido or in some way through any of these practices?
Well, when you have a low libido, it's because there's a block somewhere that you're not probably aware of. So when you because low libido has to do with the sacral chakra, and so the practices that we go through, connecting with yourself, connecting with your sexual energy, the root healing, the shadow desires, all that, it will actually help improve and remove any blocks that you have. So it's all connected. It's
Okay.
all connected. So
Okay.
so if that's the case, we could, I know I told you that, we could go through it whenever you were ready. So just message me and we can start whenever you're ready.
Okay. Okay. Thanks.
Okay. Let me see. Okay. So that was pretty much what I wanted to talk about.
Yeah, we could totally do the breathing. I'm down to for the breath work and
Yeah.
collectively, like you were talking about. Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, me too, Regina. Yeah, it's super powerful. So okay, so the cosmic breath. So basically it's kind of like deep belly breathing, and we're just going to trying to think. There's just so many notes. I'm just trying to go through my notes. So I'll put on, we can do the practice together. We can just do the deep belly breathing. So basically what it is, it's just, you're just going to connect with yourself in the sense that when you breathe in, your belly's going to expand. You want to expand your belly. Breathe in, breathe in with your stomach, not with your chest. And then you're going to exhale. And then you're going to cycle it back to back. You're not going to stop. It just in and out, in and out, in and out, in and out. And we'll do this for a few counts. Maybe we'll do 11. And then when you do that, I want you to do like allow your energies to activate, your arousal energies to awaken. And then I want you to cycle that energy from your crown, from your roots. I want you to imagine the energy from your root chakra going as you breathe in. Imagine the energy climbing up your spine to your crown, and then from your crown, as you exhale, from your crown all the way down to the root. And I want you to cycle the energy and keep doing that over and over for, let's do 11, 11. Okay, 11 counts and 11 counts. Okay, and then we'll talk, we'll see how you feel. I know, Cassandra, you've practiced that breath work, but has anyone else tried it yet? You have, Regina? Okay. All right. So if you orgasm, go ahead, whatever, it's okay. It's pretty powerful. So let me just find the music. Hold on a second that I want to play. Can everyone hear that? You can hear that? Okay. So let's start with the cosmic breath. So we're going to inhale, expand our belly. keep the breathing back to back. The deeper you go, the longer the stretch of the inhale and exhale, the deeper your connection to yourself, your higher self. So we'll do that for a few counts. You can say some affirmations. I am worthy of the love that I desire. I am cosmic orgasmic. I am love. If you feel some pressure in the third eye area, that's okay. It's normal. I am one with the universe. You might feel like a tingling sensation down there at your root. It's perfect. It's normal. If you feel any arousal, that's fine. Allow that arousal energy, allow that sexual energy to awaken inside of you. That is your power. That is you. That is your being. That is your connection to the universe, to the cosmos. Now, I want you to take those energies and cycle it through your body, starting from your root to your crown chakra, and then down the front from your crown to your roots. And do this a few times. And feel the energy throughout your body. Whatever emotions come up, that's okay. Just be there, witness. You can also put out to the universe what you desire to manifest in your life. Now we can close this practice with putting our hand over our heart, our left hand over our heart, our right hand over our left. And we can reconnect with ourselves and say, thank you, thank you, thank you. I love you, me. And then prayer position, hands in prayer position, bow down to you. When you're ready, you can come back. Open your eyes. I feel so peaceful every time I do that. How did anyone like share their experience? How did you feel? Did you feel the arousal? Did you feel the energy flowing through your body? Anybody want to share? And it's
I'll
the
share.
more you heal, also the more powerful it is. Go ahead, Cassandra.
First, I have to say, at one point I opened my eyes a little bit, and I couldn't help but notice how Trish had a audience of dogs, just like, wow, what's going on?
It just came right over.
Great meditating going on there. But when I was doing it, what I absolutely love is with that inward breath going up, feeling that sexual energy, almost like it's pulling, like on a, first thing that comes to my mind is on a lawnmower when you go rum, 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 rum. And it's like it pulls that sexual energy up and it's like rum, 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 starting it all up and igniting everything inside of me. And every time I breathe in, it just goes higher and then it goes higher and higher, and then letting it settle down into my body felt like just this amazing blanket of just soothing, calm, and warm. So very good. Loved it.
It just feels amazing. And it's like reconnecting with myself. And that's really what it really is. It's like reconnecting with yourself, with that part of ourselves that we always forget to we get so like involved in life and like everything going on, and we forget. And so it's a great centering practice as well. Regina, you'll have your hand up.
Yeah, I love Cassandra's choice of words. Like lawnmower is such a great analogy, right? Because it's like revving up. And I definitely feel like the gift is union with self. And that's, the misconception is a lot of times like we think we need another person to embody that. And it's not. It's yes, of course, I think when there's another person, we get to feel that reflection, but the true gift of this is being able to feel it within ourselves. And so I love that you make that really clear, because that is, I think, the essence of this work. And like what I experienced was I saw myself, felt myself aligning with that higher version of myself, and just like tuning into like that feeling of rising up and, you know,
Yeah.
rooting down, and kind of like this
Yeah.
expansion, like a tunnel of light.
Yeah.
And so
It's like
fun.
you're connecting to Mother Earth and Father Sky at the same time while
Totally.
connecting with yourself. It's just, it's beautiful. It's beautiful. And it is really, that's what it is. It's union with self. And that's one of the things that they teach, you know, we search for love out there, but the love that we seek is within us. It's always been within us. And if you want to not bring in that toxic relationships, if you're, you know, if you're wondering why you're always keep attracting that, it's because there's something that within yourself that needs healing. And so that's why coming together and healing within is super powerful, because once you do that, the people you attract are more in alignment with you. And like, I'm noticing myself that the men that I'm attracting to are not as toxic as they used to be. You know, they're more, their energy is more beautiful and pure. So, so yes, it's very true. Trish, did you want to say something?
Yeah, thank you, Cassandra, for noticing that. It does. When I meditate, the dogs come and help me transmute. It's the most amazing, beautiful gift with these beautiful animals. And I'm always amazed. Like yesterday when I was doing my womb work on the lawn, this one here would be on my chest. And then as I was doing a different practice, she'd go on my belly. And then she'd go on my chest, and then she'd go around the yard protecting, and then she'd come back. I mean, these dogs, it is. And so thank you for Cassandra for that, for noticing and witnessing that. The power of animals is amazing. And emotions, like I was getting this sadness and emotions coming, this yeah, I still just have this peace, but this emotion of like I feel these tears wanting to come and flow, and just processing. You have a beautiful way of guiding, and your presence, Allie. I just want to commend you. Your you know, I know you feel you went through this so fastly, but you didn't, because it just, the way you talk, and you're so eloquent, and the pace and the cadence. And I learned a lot from you doing this, your cadence and your
Thanks.
gift and presence. And, you know, even though you're like, oh, I got to check my notes, it wasn't like this energy shift. It was just grace of flow in this process. I feel your love and your essence in this. It was just, again, and then in the sisterhood of all of our energies combining. So thank you for this. It's beautiful.
Thank you, Trish. Yeah, I was telling Melanie I was really nervous because this is my first masterclass talking about this. So told you not to be. I know, Melanie, but I can't help it, because like there's just so much information that I wanted to talk about, but I just didn't know how to do it all. It's just so much.
And sometimes less is more, baby steps, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so I think, again, when we overthink or overanalyze, it's the way you did it, again, you downloaded what you need to present, and allowing us as sisters to talk about this and have, sometimes it doesn't need to be all programmed again. You trusted yourself and your gift. And as this turned out the way it was meant to turn out.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, so so it's just so, you know, it's a powerful practice, and it's something that we don't talk about enough. And I've seen how it changed my life, and that's why I want to help others, you know, transform and change their lives too. So, you know, I still am working on calling in my own soulmate, but I've seen a difference in the type of men that I attract. So, so I see something, I see progress, and I'm grateful for progress. So, um, Daisy, did you want to say something before? I don't know if you had your hand up.
Sorry, I don't know how to use this stuff. So I just want to say thank you to all of you for really being so sweet and really saying hello to me and welcoming me to the group. I look forward to more sessions and eventually live connection with everybody. I really appreciate you bringing this, and I agree it was very timely for me and obviously for everyone else. My experience with the whole situation was literally feeling just love, not that it's bad. Animalistic good stuff is good too, just revving up really high, but I needed softness, and that's what I received. That's what I got out of the experience. So it was very soft and sweet and beautiful, and I appreciate you and everyone's energy.
Thank you. I'm glad that you got some healing. Oh, did somebody leave? Yeah.
No, I just turned off my my mic.
Oh, okay. No, thank you. And thank you for coming. Thank you for being here with us in this space as well. Are you part of the womb healing course too?
No,
Oh, okay.
I just found you guys today.
Oh, wow, look at that. Well, there are no coincidences.
Correct.
Oh,
Well,
that's
welcome, Daisy. Join the red tent. You'll get more of this yummy goodness and us crazy women.
Thank you.
Welcome, welcome.
to my computer. Oh, okay. Yes. Welcome, Daisy. Oh, I think, yeah, that was my computer. So, so if you're, so whoever watches the replay, if this is something that you're interested in and you're looking, just message me and we'll see what, schedule, I guess, whatever healing sessions you want, or if there's a specific type of healing out of all the ones that I mentioned that you're more interested in, we could work that out too. But it's more powerful when all of the practices are done in sequence. And yes. And then there's a whole nother part about when you're in partnership and semen retention. And did you all know that men can have orgasms without ejaculating? Because I didn't know that until I took this course. Yeah, that's a whole nother thing. Yeah, so there's so much information to learn, and this is just a part of it. This is really just the first part of it, of it all. But I want to just thank everyone for being here tonight, and whoever watches the replay, you can always message me for any questions, and yeah, so let me know. That's pretty much it for me, Melanie.
Yeah.
Thank you all for coming,
You
ladies.
did so good, and I knew that you would. Like, I knew that you were just like all amped up for nothing. You did great, and welcome, Daisy. Hi,
Yes.
Melanie. Hello. So yeah, just kind of touching on like what's coming up and stuff like that before we completely cut this off. So next week is the full moon in Sagittarius event. We're doing like a crazy hair day and bring your favorite spiritual memes. It's like super fun, laugh time. It's gonna be awesome. I'm super excited, Jazz. Just I'm pumped. The week after that is summer solstice. We're not doing anything for that I'm aware of as of right now. That could change, but as of right now, we're not doing anything. And then the week after that, so the last week of June is the new moon event, which is the day after my birthday. So we're doing the new moon, which is the womb of Isis, and Claudia always does such a beautiful job with every new moon thing that she does because she's so fantastic. But yeah, that's kind of it. That's what's coming up. We also have a blog. We just started a blog. So that is at redtankgoddess.com/blog. I put it in chat. Yeah, and that's kind of it. it's pretty quiet lately, which is good because I find that less is more. And just like this masterclass, Allie, you have such like a passion for all of this, and I know that this was already mentioned, but I just want to like reiterate. You have such a passion, and you can see it when you talk, and like just the look in your eyes and the way that you light up about it. It's just, I love it. I love seeing you go through all of this and just progress, and you just get more and more comfortable and more confident in your own ability. And it's really beautiful to watch. So thank you so much for doing this for us because you're amazing and I love you.
You,
Yeah,
Melanie.
All right.
So cute.
I'm gonna stop the recording. We can hang out. You guys can hang out. But yeah, that's it for tonight. Thank you, ladies, for coming. Appreciate all of you. Love you, all of you. Take it easy.
Love you, ladies. Thank you, Allie. Welcome, Daisy.
You're welcome.